All right, that is recording. It's loud in here, so I hope I don't shove it in your face. But so why don't you just start by telling me about what have you been up to since you've been retired?
Oh my goodness, a little bit of everything. Just trying to figure out the big game of life, and luckily having my wife and son with me, we can figure it out together. And just living up in the mountains, still loving Colorado. It's hard to leave, so just living for the minute now.
That's incredible. And your wife told me that you guys own a tattoo parlor. Is that correct?
Yeah, tattoo and barber shops. We did that for years after I retired, and just looking at something to do. Playing hockey all those years, not really knowing what I really ever wanted to do when I grew up. I always wanted to play hockey, but you can't do that forever. So, figuring out the big game of life after hockey. So, day by day.
Yeah, that is incredible. Wait, so do you do the tattoos yourself?
No, I'm not an artist, not at all. But I'm a good canvas and had a lot of work done. So a lot of fun, and just trying to figure it out.
Absolutely. And then your wife was telling me a little bit about some of your tattoos. Do you want to talk about what some of your tattoos are?
Yeah, I have my right arm's actually my patriotic arm, so it's my red, white, and blue stars and stripes. You can't break that, can't beat it. My left arm's my Alaskan sleeve. I grew up in Alaska when I was young. That's where I started playing hockey and kind of took off from there. So just a lot of tattoos that mean a lot to us. Yeah,
absolutely. Then she said on your neck you have the Stanley Cup. Is that right?
Yeah, I got the Stanley Cup. Did that after I retired, and the boys actually had a little retirement party. So a bunch of the guys showed up and some of the boys got more ink and some got their first tattoo. So it was cool to see the camaraderie and what the boys took me under, and it was a good day.
I'm sure it was. And I got to ask, from your perspective, what was it like to see Joe Sakic hand the cup to Ray Bourque after 22 years?
Oh, that was huge. Being on the ice and being, 10 feet away from him handing it off was pretty surreal. But, him playing that many years, and I think I was maybe 3 years in the league at that point, not knowing that, 22 years, and I only played 10 years, so it was pretty crazy, but meant to be. And Bourque was an unbelievable guy. It was meant to be, and it all came together.
That's so wonderful. And do you have a favorite memory from playing hockey? Obviously, I'm sure the Stanley Cup was huge, but a favorite memory of yours?
Oh my gosh, probably my favorite memory. Well, one of them is probably just being the first star in the game against Minnesota. I got 3 assists that game. I believe I got in a fight that game, and it was just one of those games that you remember, and you look back and you're like, wow, it happened and I did it. So, yeah.
Yeah, and if you would have scored a goal, you would have had a Gordie Howe hat trick. So
Yep.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else at all that you'd like to say? Or
no, I just want to give the Bulls, good credit. Doing a great job down here, and it's much needed. And go Bulls, go.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I had one more question. So I heard you spoke to them in the locker room. What was your message to the Bulls?
My message is basically play for the guy next to you. You can only play so hard for yourself, but if you can have that mentality where that's your brother next to you and you'll do anything you have to for him to, win the game or to get the job done, then that's what it's about.
That is such terrific advice. Really appreciate it, Scott. Thank you.
Thank you.